Special considerations. We have discussed two critical defensive driving techniques: working to maintain a cushion of safety and scanning well ahead to anticipate possible traffic hazards. These should be used in all driving situations. Now let's cover some special situations that require specific safety techniques, such as communication systems, vehicle breakdowns, adverse weather, conditions where you have limited visibility, and backing situations. Many units are equipped with mobile communication. As a professional, you must use it safely. It is best to use your radio only when you are stopped. If you must use it on the road, make sure you are on a straightaway. Increase your following distance to give yourself an extra margin of safety while you are using the radio. Do not try to hold a microphone and steer around a curve. If you are in a conversation as you approach a curve, tell the person to stand by until it is safe for you to resume talking. Also, you should be able to locate and replace the mic without taking your eyes off the road. Most breakdowns can be prevented by a thorough vehicle inspection. However, if your vehicle does break down while transporting passengers with special needs, additional safety procedures and precautions are necessary. It's impossible to cover every type of breakdown, but we can cover several critical points to keep in mind. Your first priority is always the safety of the passengers. Therefore, it is critical to get your vehicle off the roadway, if possible, and turn on your hazard lights. Make certain your vehicle can be seen by others. If you have a radio, call your dispatcher immediately to explain the problem and give your exact location. To make your vehicle more visible to oncoming traffic, you should set out reflective triangles, or flares. This is required by law if you are going to be stopped for more than 10 minutes. If you have an aide, be certain that he or she stays with the passengers. On a two-lane road with two-way traffic, place the triangles on the traffic side of the vehicle, one within 10 feet of the rear of the vehicle, and the other two triangles about 100 feet behind and in front of your vehicle. On a one-way roadway, place the triangles on the traffic side of the vehicle about 10, 100, and 200 feet behind the vehicle. If your vehicle is stopped near a hill or curve that blocks the view of oncoming drivers, place the farthest triangle well down the road. Adverse weather is a special consideration over which you have no control. There are several points to remember when driving. First, always put on your headlights to be more visible to other drivers. Second, reduce your speed. Third, slow down even more before you enter a curve. And finally, be ready to be sprayed with water at any time. Most drivers acknowledge that roads are very hazardous when there is ice or snow. However, water on the roadway can be just as hazardous. At speeds as low as 30 miles per hour, water can lift your tires off of the road surface, a condition known as hydroplaning, and you can lose steering control and the ability to stop quickly. If you begin to sense your vehicle is hydroplaning, take your foot off the accelerator and allow your vehicle to slow. Conditions are right for hydroplaning anytime you can see reflections on the road surface. Night driving also requires special consideration. Since your long-distance scan is limited to the distance illuminated by your headlights, slow down until you think you can easily stop within the distance you can see ahead. On the open road, use your high beams when it is safe and legal to do so. However, you must use your low beams when you are within 500 feet of another vehicle. Even when your trip is at dusk or dawn, make sure you use your headlights. If the headlights of an oncoming vehicle are bothering you, look to the right side of the roadway to help you position your vehicle within your lane. Also, keep in mind that most fatal alcohol-related collisions occur between the hours of 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. So watch for drivers who are driving erratically. If you spot a potential problem driver, stay away. Do not attempt to pass such a driver. It would be appropriate to use your radio to call in the driver's location. On the subject of alcohol or any other drug, as an experienced driver, you know that you must never use illegal drugs, nor drive under the influence of alcohol. Not only do they impair your ability to drive safely, but they're illegal and can cause you to lose your license and your job. In addition, you should ask your doctor about any medications that you are taking to be sure they will not affect your driving. Now, let's discuss a maneuver that causes many low-speed collisions: backing. All drivers, especially those operating vehicles with large rear blind spots, should avoid backing whenever possible. However, there are times when you may have to back. If so, before backing, always scan the area where you are going to back for any people or obstructions. Open your window and turn down any radios so you're able to hear any warning sounds. Don't forget to check for overhead obstructions. When backing into a location, try to back from the driver's side, since you will be able to see the backing area much more easily. Always back slowly, and if you have any doubt about what is behind you, get out and check. If you are backing into an area with a curb, remember that your vehicle has a substantial overhang, so you may not be able to continue backing until your wheels hit the curb. Once parked, it's a good idea to check to be sure your wheels are straight. That way, when you leave, your vehicle will not turn sharply into a vehicle parked next to you before you can adjust. If you have an aide available, ask for his or her help. Position your helper where he or she can see behind your vehicle and you can see him or her in your mirror. Also, make sure your helper is aware of any other vehicles in the area. Agree in advance on hand signals, especially the one for stop. Advise your helper to exaggerate these hand signals so there is no possibility of confusion. Don't rely on verbal communication, which may be misheard or not heard at all. Anytime you lose sight of your helper, stop immediately. If you do not have a helper and are unable to see well directly behind your vehicle, you can use the step technique to help you back safely. Stop your vehicle a number of feet before you reach your intended stopping point. Get out and step off the number of feet from the back of your vehicle to the stopping point. Then step off the same distance from your window toward the stopping point. Use a rag to mark the spot. Slowly back your unit until the rag is almost across from your window. Get out and check one more time before finally adjusting your position.